The Slewfoot Hockey Show. All the hockey you need, without any nasty side effects.
Hi, this is Ken Reed from Sportsnet. You're watching the Slewfoot Hockey Show with Dave and Fred. Two guys who were actually cut from their beer league. Think about that. Cut from beer league. A couple of rejects.
Home is not so home sweet home so far.
More award nominees.
And is Buffalo the new home for Rasmus?
All of that coming up next.
Welcome to the Slewfoot Hockey Show. Here are your hosts, Fred Angema and Dave Abbey.
Hello and welcome to the Slewfoot Hockey Show. My name's Dave. I'm just trying to mess with you. It's actually Fred. And you are Dave.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm Fred, but that's pretty funny.
I kind of threw you off.
100%.
Yeah. This is the Slewfoot Hockey Show where we talk hockey, and there's lots of hockey going on, so
Certainly is.
we're glad to talk about it and get you in the know about what's happening in the world of hockey.
Yep.
So, Dave, are you enjoying the playoffs?
I am.
Yes.
I enjoyed last night's game.
Round 2. Yeah, so did I. That was a great game.
Certainly was.
Yeah. So round 2 has started. Last episode, if you missed this, if you missed us, the Leafs were about to play Game 7,
Right.
I believe. No, they're about to play Game 6. No, Game 7.
Game
And they
seven
lost.
was, that's right.
Yeah. Was that a satisfying end to your
I think
Leafs
I guess
hatred
they were
this
gonna
year?
Lose.
Yeah.
I said they're going to get swept.
Yep.
I said they're going to lose in 5.
Yeah.
I said they're going to lose in 6.
Yep.
And I said they're going to lose in 7. And finally got it right.
So valiant effort.
Yep.
Yeah.
For
But
sure.
just not good enough.
No.
Mitch Marner looked good.
Yep.
Looked really good in
Certainly
that
did.
series.
Yep. Who
The
else looked good?
goaltending?
Gardner? No.
Jake Gardner?
He had a tough Game 7.
Yes.
And he knew it. And his interview after the game was... You could tell he didn't feel too good about his performance.
No. Don't blame him.
No. He got burned by DeBrusque.
Yeah.
And DeBrusque said, I didn't even know if it went in. Just heard the crowd going crazy.
Yeah, so that was good.
Game. Yeah.
It was good for them.
Yeah.
Good for
I
Boston
think,
to move on.
I think they've done more than they thought they were going to do this year, especially in that series. They knew they were up against a pretty good team.
Yeah,
But
so
they,
that's
to take them to Game 7.
that's
pretty good.
back-to-back seasons, year 2 and 3 of the Shanna plan.
Yep.
Where they've made it to Game 7 of the first round.
Right.
Yeah, it's got to be disappointing, but steps, right?
Now I've also heard that Lamoriello might be on his out.
He might be.
Now, do you see Brian Burke coming back?
No.
I don't
Yeah.
either.
Brian Burke also left this week.
May 1st. It's official. Yeah.
Oh, May 1st he's
So
leaving.
a couple days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he's now doing some broadcasting.
Yeah. He's been on Sportsnet.
Yep.
Good for him.
He's not even wearing that tie around his neck. He just doesn't have one, which is great, I think. Yeah. So let's talk about round 2 in the matchup so far.
Yeah,
There's been a
sure.
couple of games already. We'll start in the East, and we'll start with Tampa Bay versus Boston.
I might just start in the West. You can start in the East, like I always do. That's fine. We'll start in the East.
All right. So Tampa Bay versus Boston. Boston went into Tampa yesterday and beat the Tampa Bay Lightning, who had been
Sure
off
did.
for a while, 5-2.
Yep.
Do you think the rust had anything to do with it?
I don't know. I'm not a big believer in that the rest was too long.
No.
But because Boston just came off a Game 7. It was pretty physical hockey. So why wouldn't they be the weaker? Right? I don't know. It's Boston was more ready for sure.
Yeah, for sure. They had some momentum, right?
Yeah.
From Game 7 and the series against Toronto. They
Yeah.
carried it over down to Tampa and said,
They sure did.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's bring it. Let's get
Yeah.
It's a real series now that the home team's lost.
That's right. That's right.
And you know what? All of these series are now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So,
this afternoon's game, home team won.
yes, they did. Yes, they did. And we'll talk about that in a minute.
That's the East.
That is the East still.
Do it.
Still sticking to it. So what does Boston need to do to win this series? Think do they just
win
need to
3
play
more games.
Yeah.
You know what? I think last week I said Tampa's going to give them a hard time because they're more skilled than Toronto was.
Mm-hmm.
But the physicality of Boston is going to play a factor for sure, and it did last night.
Oh, absolutely.
So can they keep that up? Can it go 7 games? It can go 7 games for sure, but I don't.
I think Tampa's going
First
to have
game
some.
wasn't much of a. Can't gauge it on the first game.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a good series.
Yeah, I think Tampa's going to have a little bit of a pushback
Oh yeah,
and say, you know what, not in our house again.
they still
Not
have
tomorrow.
Stamkos,
Yeah,
Kucherov,
Yeah.
Vasilevsky,
Hedman,
Braden Point.
Yanni Gord.
What's Don Cherry's favorite kid is
Gord.
Then the Cicerelli kid, not Cicerelli,
Cicerelli.
Circarelli.
Circa.
You know, next week we're gonna get it right. It's not Cicerelli. It's not Circarelli. Cercelli.
Cercelli. Yep.
That's him.
Yep. They brought in Dan Girardi at the trade deadline.
Yep.
He'll help. He scored yesterday.
McDonough brought him in,
Yes. Oh, Girardi was there at the beginning of the year, right?
Yeah, but he's hurt.
Sorry,
most of the year.
McDonough.
But he was hurt.
Right.
But you're right, McDonough and Miller.
TJ Miller.
came
Yep.
over as well.
Yeah. He hasn't really. I mean, Tampa's only played 6 games in the playoffs now, so
Mhm.
we'll see what happens with that. I think
Yeah.
the series is far from over,
Oh, I think so too.
but it's
I don't-
tougher. I mean, when you lose the first game, you don't like doing that, but at the same time, there's lots to learn from, right?
for sure.
I like John Cooper's move though, pulling the goalie. He was on the power play
4 minutes left.
with
or something?
7 minutes
7
left in the
minutes left,
third period.
Yeah.
Why not?
Exactly. Why
Yeah.
not? You're down by. What were they down by? 3 at that time.
Yeah, it was.
So why not?
Yeah, 4 to 2.
They're down by 3 goals. So yeah, you need. You might as well get them out.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's move on to the next series in the East.
Yep.
So we have Washington and Pittsburgh,
Mhm.
and that is all tied up now
Certainly
at
is.
one
Yep.
game apiece.
Yep. Ovechkin scored with about. Was it a minute in? Right.
Yeah,
around
it was almost like the very first game,
there? It was a shot and a half. Though. It was a laser. It was
Yeah.
a great shot.
and that's what they did the first game. They led 2-0 going into the third,
Mm-hmm.
3-1 going into the third this game.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that had to be, that's the
And a-
most
and a-
dangerous
and
lead in
a-
hockey, right?
Controversial, no goal.
It was no goal.
Did you see the zoomed in angle?
Yeah, and they blew
the
it
puck
up.
was in the net.
But they have different angles
For sure.
and cameras and whatnot at the Situation Room in Toronto, right?
Yep. Yep. They couldn't be 100% sure that it was across the line entirely.
Exactly. So you
But-
can't call that a goal then.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
You got to be 100% for sure. It's
Yeah.
in, but
And that
man,
would have
did-
only made
man,
it
did
3-2.
look in. Did it ever look in?
Yeah,
But there
it
was tons
out.
of time left. There was probably 9 minutes left when that happened.
Did that take the sails out of Pittsburgh for today?
I think so a little bit.
They
But
contained Crosby pretty
they're-
good today, though.
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But
which
you
is
know
what
what?
they need to do to win.
Yeah, but they can't be doing that every game. It can't happen.
No.
He's too good.
That is
First
for sure.
best player
Left in
in
the
the world.
playoffs.
in the playoffs.
That's good. Okay, so that's going to Pittsburgh now. Pittsburgh is tough at home, of course.
Yep.
At the PPG Paints Arena.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be fun to watch.
Have a new name next year.
Maybe.
Dulux Paints.
Well, Dulux is owned by PPG, so
Oh, so look at that! I'm right already.
there you go. All right, so we are going to move to the West.
Before we do that,
Yes.
what do you think Pittsburgh's going to do at home? Did we not pick them? We
You
picked
picked
them.
them. I picked Washington.
I think you did. I think you're right.
I think they
I
need to
think
get off to a
both
better.
wanted Washington to win.
Yeah.
We need OV to win. That'd be so much greater than. I don't know. Pittsburgh always seems to be
three-peating?
there every year. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want I don't want three-peat. When was the last? Did we talk about that before?
The
Last
three-peat?
three-peat?
The last three. No, we either said the Islanders or the
Oilers.
Oilers,
Oilers
and we
for
haven't
sure.
really done the research on that.
I'd
so
say Oilers.
we'll
It's
look.
gotta be.
We'll look and let you know.
Yeah. All right, so now we can move on to the West.
Well, no, let's go back to Pittsburgh for a second.
Okay.
What do they have to do? I think they
Yeah.
need to not allow Washington to get off to a fast start again,
Yeah,
because that's what they've allowed the last 2 games.
that is 100% true.
So if they can contain Washington, yeah, they might have a chance. They don't have a healthy Evgeny Malkin as well.
Mhm.
He's
Mhm.
out. And it was funny. they were talking about it on today's game. Does Malkin drive Kessel a little bit and push
Like
his
to the
buttons?
arena?
Well, no, not to the arena. Does he push him to be a better player?
I think so.
Is what I mean.
I think so.
Yeah.
You see those videos of them arguing on the bench, and then they come out and they get a win.
Phil, you need a ride today?
I pick you up. No.
You bring the drinks and I'll drive.
Oh, man. Gino's cab.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move to the West.
Sure.
Nashville and Winnipeg.
Mm-hmm.
So Winnipeg went into Nashville
Wow.
and beat Nashville the first game.
They sure did.
But Nashville really controlled that game, didn't they? They had
I think so.
87 shot attempts and 49 shots. Hellebuck looked just great, first of all.
Oh, yeah. Did you see him in the dressing room before? When he was staring at the cameraman?
Yeah.
No, didn't blink.
Nope.
Didn't smile. Nothing.
No, he was all intensity right
He
there.
was
Focused.
Ready. He was ready.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
that's
Pekka Rinne did not have a great game.
good. You know what? He hasn't had many great games in the playoffs.
He's been up and down.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Who did we pick?
You picked Winnipeg.
Did I?
I picked Nashville.
I think I'm going to be right.
Nashville
I think it's
scored
gonna go
about
in
30 seconds in
4
the
games.
game 2 today.
Sweep.
And they had Mike Fisher's wife sing the national
Yes,
anthem.
Yes.
So they
And
could be
big-
all right today.
Big shirtless men drinking beer out of a fish.
Yeah, that was weird.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. I think they were Tennessee Titans football players.
I don't know. They look gross.
So
Do
we'll
they
see what
have-
happens.
Do they have a workout facility?
They might. I'm sure they
Do
do.
they use it?
The fish?
No, the players. Those
Yeah,
guys.
Those are big fish. I wonder where you get those.
The ocean?
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the ocean. Yeah. So what do you think of that?
I honestly think Winnipeg's so strong. Hey, do you remember talking to Ken Reed and Lucan
Yes.
when he said Winnipeg is so good, their defense is so deep? He's bang on. He should think about a career in sports journalism.
In broadcasting?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
But
he's right though. Like
what
they
about
are good.
What about Nashville's defense? That's where they
Weak.
got a lot weak.
They are. Well, they are. They, on paper, no,
Right.
but they're playing like
they
they're
haven't
not-
played very well?
Yeah,
Okay.
like Ellis took a skate in the face. That can't be good.
Yeah, he's fine.
Is he?
He's playing tonight.
Whew.
Yeah.
But I just think that they got some holes in their defense right now. They did the other day, anyhow, yesterday.
Well, they'll be all right. I think they'll bounce back.
Okay.
They'll be all tied up.
So
Going back to watch our-
Winnipeg in 5,
No.
4.
No.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
No.
That could be a 7-game series. If you're gonna guess a
Yes.
7-game series,
Yeah.
that could be the one.
I agree.
Yeah.
How about this next one? Vegas versus San Jose.
Wow.
That has been a great series.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
last night's
Well,
was anyway.
Yeah. So game 1, 7-0.
Yeah.
And
Vegas said,
you're thinking it is
Come on.
over.
yeah.
And then they came out pretty good yesterday, Vegas. And then
San Jose came out well too.
they
didn't come
they
out.
stuck with it. They stuck with it. They missed a lot of chances. They could have scored. They probably scored 4 or 5 more goals.
Vegas
San Jose.
San Jose.
They
Yeah.
missed some open nets.
Yeah.
They hit some posts.
Fleury played well.
Yep.
I want to talk a bit about the 2 disallowed goals.
Okay.
Are the one that maybe should have been disallowed based on the second one that was disallowed.
Oh, you're talking about the interference goal.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Inconsistencies we've talked about
You're,
all
you're
season long.
perplexed. I'm perplexed. I think the whole hockey world is perplexed. We don't know what goaltender interference
Can you
is.
imagine being a goalie? How do they feel?
Yeah, they don't know.
How much perplexity do they have?
They're totally perplexed.
I'm not sure if that's a word, but it sounded amazing.
Perplexity is a great word. Yeah. So I think so. The first one, Brett Burns did a wraparound or scored on a wraparound.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Like, that was on the power play?
I'm
No,
not
his
sure if it was
slap
on
shot.
top.
His first goal was on the power play.
Yeah.
That goal, the wraparound,
But that was
incredible.
But it was automatically reviewed. The coaches didn't challenge. They don't challenge that anymore.
Some of them you can't.
Right. So that is automatically, sent to the head office in
Sure.
Toronto.
Yeah.
And they review it and they say, "Oh, let's review this. Make sure it wasn't goaltender interference." So they deemed that it wasn't goaltender interference.
And I agree with it.
Yeah, that made sense.
The Shark player, whoever it was, Hurdle maybe, was pushed into the goalie.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But the thing is, if you get pushed into a goalie, do you make every effort to avoid that goaltender.
Oh,
He didn't have a chance. He was so close to the
it's so
goalie
fast
already.
too, right?
Yeah, but with a review, you can slow it down.
Yeah.
But he was so close to the goalie. There's no way he could have moved out of the way. No way. So but that was right at the face-off. There was a draw win back to Burns. Burns just took it automatically down around the boards, around the net, and it was a great goal.
He had a great game.
Oh, for
He had
sure.
a fantastic
For
game.
sure.
And let's talk about Marchessault's disallowed goal.
Yep.
What do you think about that? I mean, Martin Jones was outside of the blue paint, and that's where they thought.
Well, his skates were in the blue paint, but his stick was on the outside, which is what got contact.
Right.
Now, Ron McLean made a good point.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about when the goalie does a sweep save, as if
A poke check?
If Burns came around the net and he would have got swept with the stick.
Yep.
And he tripped over that stick and took the goalie out of position. It still would have been a goal.
Right.
Because the goalie initiated that contact.
Right.
But coming from behind the goalie and making contact with the stick and taking him out of position, that's interference.
I didn't see it that way.
Okay.
But
You're the Don Cherry.
the
He
thing of
says
it is,
Don Cherry said he got kicked in the leg.
Yeah.
I think it was his own player that kicked him in the leg.
quite possible. Nonetheless, I mean, Vegas could have been up 2 games, but now it's tied.
Yeah.
Logan Couture, Mr. Clutch, right? Wow.
He's having a fantastic year and a fantastic playoff.
He certainly is. Scoring the winner last night.
It was a power play,
Yes.
but move the puck around.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Yep. Vegas's first loss at home in the playoffs, so we'll see what happens when they go to San Jose.
Yeah. Do we figure out what the arena was called?
I'm still going with the Shark Tank. I like it.
All right.
Yeah.
It does sound good.
You like the
It
Cow
must have
Palace.
I did like the Cow Palace. It's not even the same facility anymore.
No.
They've moved on.
Yes,
that was a
they
while
have.
ago.
All right, so we're going to talk the NHL Awards. They have some more nominations for a few different awards that were announced this week.
And we're still not going to
Yeah. We're not going to
predictions out there and say who's.
No. I can tell you who's not going to win in some of them.
There's 3 nominations. We're going to tell you 2 that aren't going to win it.
That's right.
Or we're not going to tell you who's going to win it.
So the first one is the Mark Messier Leadership Award.
Yep.
We've got Derek Englund from the Vegas Golden Knights.
Yep.
Wayne Simmons.
That's a surprising one.
Yeah. Well, people have said that he played most of the season injured. So that shows a lot of great leadership. Yeah, I've still got my broken rib. I'm still going to come out and play. But I don't know exactly what the injuries were, but that's what I've seen. So he's still coming out and playing even though he's injured?
Yep.
That shows a lot of leadership.
Yeah, leading by example.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I still don't see it.
Okay.
But that's a good on him, for
Yep.
sure. For sure for doing that. But I don't see that he would be top 3 in the league for a leader. But we're not in the dressing room. We're not on the bench. We're not. Okay.
No, exactly. Blake Wheeler from Winnipeg is
You know
also
that
been
one?
nominated.
Yeah.
Okay, Jack Adams for Coach of the Year.
Yep.
We've got Jared Bednar from Colorado. Great year to get him the playoffs.
Not a bad nomination at all.
And that's what they kind of said last year. Yeah, Colorado stunk last year, but Bednar also got hired 2 days before the start of the season.
Yeah.
So he didn't really have a whole lot of time to work his systems.
Not a lot of
and
prep
whatnot.
time, yeah.
So this year he did, and they look pretty good.
Yep.
You know, making the playoffs.
Yep.
Bruce Cassidy with the Boston Bruins.
Mm-hmm.
I think we both decided that Boston was not going to qualify for the playoffs this year. We said that at the beginning of the year. And, well, there you go. Look what's happening.
They're making a lot of noise.
So we were wrong.
Yeah. But we're going to be right about the Jack Adams winner.
Yes. So Jared Gallant from the Vegas Golden Knights.
Yeah.
You know, let's take you back to last season.
Yes.
A game in Florida where he had to find his own cab and was told
That's amazing.
by a note, he had to unfold it and say, Gerard, sorry.
Come on.
No, I'm just making that up. sorry, Gerard, but, you know, you have to
There's
take
a
a cab
piece
to
of
the
paper
airport.
like this, and they slid it under his office door
Yeah.
and said, please
Sorry.
leave the door open when you leave.
Leave the keys on the desk. And take a cab from the arena to the airport. So,
we
yeah,
didn't call you one. You got to get your own cab as well.
a little bit of retribution.
Yep.
Whew, that was tough.
It is a hard word sometimes.
And he is now a nomination for Coach of the Year.
Yeah.
So I could tell you who's not going to win.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bruce and Jared. Okay, Ted Lindsay
Yep.
This is the best player voted
could-
by the NHLPA.
And this one we could tell you 2 players who aren't going to win this.
Right. So we've got Taylor Hall, Nathan McKinnon, Connor McDavid.
It'll be tight.
It'll be tight. Yeah. All 3 of those players had good years.
Yes.
You know,
But
one
voted
led the
by-
league
This
in...
is voted by the players.
Right.
Who's the most dangerous to play against? Who's the hardest to play against? I'm surprised there's not another name on there.
The first best player in the world?
Yeah, in the playoffs.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
The first best player not out of the playoffs.
Yes.
He should be on that list, is what you're saying?
I would think so.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you.
Years.
But all 3 of those
players been
players,
saying-
great years.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right. It's good nominations.
The Hart Memorial Trophy for MVP,
Yep.
which is not voted on by the players, but I think journalists and,
Yeah.
and the press corps
Yep.
and whatnot. We've got Taylor Hall, Nathan McKinnon, Anze Kopitar.
Yep.
And Anze winner will not be Mr. Kopitar.
You're correct.
Sorry. Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Maybe a lot of West Coast guys who saw Anze Kopitar a lot more than we did.
If I was writing
I knew he was a good
or
player.
covering hockey games, those are the games I would go to.
The West
the
Coast
Southern
games?
West. Warm,
Southwest games?
Warm climate.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
A road trip to L.A. and
My-
San Jose, I'm in.
My khaki shorts would have a
Yeah.
have a logo of the
Yeah.
Kings or the Sharks or
Yeah, so I guess they're worthy,
yeah.
all 3 of them,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think.
Yep.
So,
I think I knew who the winner is there too.
I think I do as well. Yes.
I think it's the same.
Yeah. Dave, also last night, before the Vegas and San Jose games started,
Yep.
we had picks 4 to 15.
15 to 4, I think it was.
Yeah. 15 to 4 in reverse order.
Yeah.
Of
Some interesting ones.
Yeah. Of the draft order, by the way.
Yeah.
Let me finish that. So the draft lottery happened last night, and this is the order that they happened. They all got together in a little room, and they picked winners.
Is it like a 4x4 room?
It was pretty small, I heard. Yeah, I read an article saying it was pretty tense, and they couldn't leave and whatnot. Like, no one could leave. All 15
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah. You need to be here. Some
Well-
representative of your team.
15 to 4, you already picked. Why don't you just let them go?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Be better, NHL. So, not a whole lot moved around. You've got, Florida, then Philly, then Dallas, then the Islanders, and then the Islanders again. They get back-to-back picks.
Yeah.
The 11th and 12th overall.
That
pick
was
they get.
interesting.
Yeah. They get
And
the
it was
one
also
from the
interesting
Calgary
that Philadelphia
Flames.
was in there.
Yes. Yeah, they got
That they got from
St. Louis.
right.
Yeah. Who's that for? Was that for Braden Shen
Nope. Maybe.
from last year?
Ooh, jeez.
Yeah, Braden Shen got traded
Yeah,
to...
maybe it was from Philly to St. Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The Oilers, 10th overall. Sorry, guys.
Oh, they've had such great luck with the first.
Right, exactly. You might as well get a
They're-
10th and do better.
They might.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
The Rangers are 9.
Mm-hmm.
The Chicago Blackhawks, 8th.
Mm-hmm.
Vancouver Canucks, snake bitten again,
Yep.
fell down to 7th.
After losing their captain and assistant captain
Yep.
to retirement.
Yep. The Red Wings, your Red Wings,
Mhm.
6th overall. You said you were happy with that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am.
The Coyotes fell down to 5th, which meant
Mhm.
automatically, and I forget, I don't.
There was something 9th, I think. Carolina.
Yeah, but they
8th or 9th. Were projected 8th or 9th.
right. So
And they
someone else
moved
got
up.
picked, and they
Yeah,
got moved up automatically.
right. They moved.
I'm not sure how the
I
math
think when
works
the
on that.
Rangers got picked,
Yep.
they went right to 3rd. I don't know how that math works, but
Yeah.
right
so
up to the top 3.
they went in the top 3. Yeah. The Coyotes 5th,
Mhm.
which meant that Montreal automatically went in
Right.
the top 3. I was confused.
Oh yeah.
And the Senators were 4th, and then we had to wait till the
Second intermission.
intermission, and that was a
What?
long.
Like I'm
2
going to
periods.
watch the game anyway.
Yeah.
You don't need to tease me with
Yeah.
oh the last 3
Coming up in the
teams.
next intermission.
Who's going to watch the first 2 periods of a game and go, that's enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it all.
Yeah, exactly. It's a playoff game.
Especially last night's game.
That was a great game.
Certainly was.
So anyway, the last 3 were Montreal at 3,
Mhm.
Carolina at 2,
Mm-hmm.
and Buffalo gets the first overall pick this year at next.
Yeah.
I can't quite say next month. June's.
Yeah, you got a couple more days before you.
Yeah. June's entry draft.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of beauties. So they
Yep.
projected a lot of defensemen going in the first round. What do you think your team needs?
Defense.
What would you like to see? Would you like to see defense?
Oh, yeah. Or goaltending.
Goaltending? Okay.
Yeah. Well, they traded away Mrazek.
Yeah.
So really all they have is Jimmy Howard,
Mhm.
who didn't have a horrible season.
No.
They had a whole whack of forwards that didn't get a lot of points. I think Larkin led the way with like 50,
Yeah.
something like that, something strange. But yeah, defense we've lost a lot.
Yeah.
So
would
I think we need something there.
You
Ever
need-
since Lidstrom left, really is when it
Yeah.
started to go
And
downhill.
there's some good defensemen in the draft and right
Mm-hmm.
around 6, and you've got Adam Bokvist if he falls down to 6.
Mhm.
Plays in Sweden. He's quick player, very much
And
probably
they
models
like-
after Nick
They
Lidstrom.
like the Swedish players.
Absolutely,
For sure.
they do. Noah Dobson, if he might still be around.
Mm-hmm.
Evan Bouchard.
Ooh,
Yep.
a lot of nights, yeah.
Noah Dobson, 6'3", big boy,
Mm-hmm.
plays in the queue. And Evan Bouchard, 6'2", plays for London here. So some
Mm-hmm.
good defensive prospects for Detroit, maybe at number 6, right?
Yeah. And Detroit would send him back to London if they picked Bouchard.
Yeah, for
and
one more
let
year.
him develop there, and he's team captain, right? So he's developed well already.
He's going to get a
especially with
ton
the
of
Hunters.
ice time.
Yeah. Oh, he does already.
Yeah.
But Detroit's got Joe Hicketts
Mhm.
on defense coming up. So he's not a big guy,
Nope.
but he's a great. He can move the puck well, and he sees the ice great. So
It's that new age defenseman, like they were saying
Yeah.
last night, right? And that's
Crystal
very,
Tang, not even new age,
Yeah.
but he still moves the puck like
Yeah.
a smaller guy moves the puck well.
very much like they said, Rasmus Dahlin, the
Yeah.
number one consensus to
Mhm.
be the the overall number one pick.
Right.
He was a forward for a long time,
Okay.
and then was converted into a teenager, into a defenseman as a teenager.
Okay.
Wow. So yeah, he's definitely
I used to be a defenseman. Now I'm a teenager.
you know what I'm saying.
I do.
You know what I'm saying.
I do.
So yeah, do you feel bad for him having to go to Buffalo, or
Yeah, of course I do.
I mean they've
Like
got
when one of your leaders on your team says, "I hate hockey," or do I hate Buffalo? I don't know what it is.
I hate hockey
It's
in
you
Buffalo.
hate playing Buffalo hockey. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's going to be Jack Huck wins. Jack Huck will become unhappy. One of the leaders on the team's already said, "I'm unhappy."
I
So
think
the
he
younger
was-
guys will follow suit.
He was unhappy last year, and that's why they had a coaching and a GM change.
Yep.
So
But that's happened a lot with that franchise.
yes, it has.
No-
But Jack Eichel, he's pulling a lot of
Ted
strings
Nolan.
there. Yeah, he's
He's
great.
gone because Hasek didn't like him.
Right.
Never coached again.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Just too bad.
Keep going, Buffalo. Just keep changing coaches because your players don't like them.
I think that might be something to see, though. Dahlin and Eichel. That is, of course, if they pick him.
pick him, they're going to pick him.
Of course, they're going to pick
Who
him.
doesn't? Who gives away the first overall pick?
Yeah.
When has that ever happened?
You know what?
In
have
recent memory,
in recent
or even distant memory.
somehow Montreal got Guy Lafleur, and they didn't finish last. California did, but there was a trade.
But was he high draft pick?
Yeah, he was first overall.
Was he really?
Yeah,
Good for
he
him.
had like 800 points in
Flower
the
power.
Yeah, flower power. That was
800 points in a season.
yeah, it was insane.
That's a good season.
Yeah. So
and he
I'm-
smoked in the dressing room.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Come on, let's go to the halftime. We do a dart in the
Guaranteed it
dressing
was
room.
Du Maurier.
Oh, definitely. Benson and Hedges. Tweet us and let us know what brand of cigarette you thought Guy Lafleur smoked in the dressing room.
Or if you think one of ours is correct.
Yeah. So who do you think is going to go number 2 and number 3 to Carolina? And we'll just talk about the 3 because we'll do this on another show. Another draft
I
show.
honestly, I don't know. I don't. You haven't heard too many names. You've heard some names bouncing around, but Rasmus Dahlin has been the guy you
Yeah.
talked about forever.
Andrei Svechnikov
Okay.
played in Barrie. And here's the thing. He was Rookie of the Year. He only played 44 regular games.
Injuries?
Injured his hand, yes.
See, that it's a hand. It's not
But
like
he's
a
ba-
back or a
But
knee.
he's back, yeah. And he had like 90 points in 44 games. Something like that. So he was like a 2-point per
decent.
game player. Very, very good.
Yeah.
And then we got Philip Zadina, who played in Halifax.
Mhm.
And he is a goal scorer. So I think,
In junior.
yes, in junior.
It's a hard thing, though, right?
It is, yeah. So second and third, you've got some good players, and then you got Brady Tkachuk as well. Younger
Tkachuk.
younger brother of Matthew,
Yes, and younger son.
younger son of Keith, and they're saying he's supposed to be the best one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is nuts because Matthew stepped right into the NHL nicely.
Yes, and he's 6'3", 196 pounds, and he's probably still growing.
So that's bigger than Matthew.
Yes, he's a big boy
Yeah, that's big.
already.
Good.
So, yes.
So if he's around with 6,
he's fourth. He's ranked
but if
fourth
he's
overall.
left over at 6,
If he's still around, yes, absolutely.
who knows?
Yeah. So anyway, we'll talk more in future episodes about the draft coming up, and I think we're planning a live draft show, either on location or we will live stream that. I think.
Yeah.
No pressure on us or anything,
Nope.
but
There's
we'll
never
make it fun.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I like it.
Okay. All right, Dave. I think we're going to wrap up our show today.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, we have one more thing. Thanks for reminding me. We have a.
I just took it. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I remembered. We have a pool that's happening.
Yes. And it's getting interesting.
We didn't have the giant cue cards behind the camera like we usually do. We have
our
just paper
cue
today.
good boy took the night off.
Yeah, exactly. It's too cold outside.
It is.
You know, the sun's gone or is going down. That's why it's cooling off. But I
Is
still want to
is
do
he
a show.
fourth?
Who?
Cool enough.
No, Tkachuk is.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll talk about our Slewfoot Hockey Show 2018 playoff pool.
Yes. It's getting intense.
It is getting intense.
And there's been some trash talking.
That's right. You know what? I moved up from 21st,
All the way to
14th.
yes.
Yesterday.
Like 8 spots up. 9.
Yeah, I
Do
had
math on that.
12 points yesterday.
That's good night.
That's a great night. Although
I think I had, like,
I'm still
6
38
points.
points behind the leader.
Which is a lot when there's fewer and fewer teams coming around.
Yeah, exactly.
Who'd you load up on? What team?
I've a lot of Nashville, and I have probably 4 or 5 Golden Knights, I believe.
See, I loaded up on Sharks.
Maybe 4. You loaded up with Sharks.
I did.
Yeah, and then I also have
And Penguins.
I have a few Yeah, I have Penguins as well.
Yeah.
And Tampa Bays.
I have 1.
Tampa Bayers.
1 Tampa Bear.
So.
It's close.
Yes.
Like really, I'm 21 points out of the lead, I think.
Yeah,
Give or
Yep.
And that's going to be hard to make up.
It is. Considering
But-
the leader has
But if one of my players has a great night,
yeah. Considering the leader has how many players remaining?
yeah, that's
a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
21
I think so.
up in that range.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think he has Pasternak,
right.
who gets like 4 or 5 points a game.
That line is clicking, aren't they?
It's unbelievable.
And that's the only reason.
Don Cherry says they're the best line in hockey right now. He's correct.
Why would you disagree with him?
I can't.
No, you can't.
I think he's winning in points race in the playoffs. Pasternak. He has to be.
He is, definitely. Yeah,
6 points in one game. 4 last night.
Yep.
Game 2. Did he get
No, I
5
think
one?
so.
Maybe. Oh, he's having a great playoff.
Marchand had like 4 points yesterday.
Yep. I think he's got both those guys. So
Yeah.
So who is it? Niblet?
Niblet.
Man,
Yeah. Doing well.
I'm gonna catch him though.
Doing well. We'll see what happens.
Did we have a move of the week?
We did. Who was that?
It was Crazy Kev.
Crazy Kev. Yes.
17 points in one night.
That was pretty good.
We just said how good 12 was.
I almost had him last night, but
Yeah.
17. That's
but he's
crazy.
He's not gonna win the pool.
Who did he have to move up 17 points in one night?
I don't know.
Someone get a shutout?
You know what? It was the Vegas players.
You got a lot of Vegas.
He's loaded
players.
up on Vegas. So the 7-0 game
Right.
was where he got the 17
So he thinks
points.
Vegas is going to make it to the finals?
Must.
Yeah.
That's why his name's Crazy
Why not?
Kev.
Why not, Crazy Kev? That's a great idea. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they make the finals. That'll be fun.
It would be pretty cool.
A lot of people
Pretty
would
cool.
hate hockey, though. After
Yeah.
that. This is all
It's a scary
fixed.
thing.
True.
That they would just people would just say, "This is horrible. They can't. How do you have a draft team win the Stanley Cup or get this far in the playoffs?" Or
Well,
do
they
this
drafted
well?
pretty well. They drafted a great goalie, right?
Yeah, but those players, why were they so available? Like, it's just there's something weird there. But you see, Seattle's not going to benefit the same if they become a team, which they're probably going to.
Why
be.
not?
I don't
Why do you
think.
say
I
that?
don't think it'll be the same process.
Probably a little bit different.
Yeah.
They don't want too much success. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
That's
So anyway,
because
that's
it's going to be hard for Vegas to match it next year.
Yeah. I think
Can
so.
they maintain all these players? James Neal's a UFA, I believe. Derek Englund.
Hard to say.
There's some players that are
I think there's
they picked
something.
up that they only had 1 year on their contract left.
There's something special about this group, though, right? I mean, they were all brought in. They probably all went in and went, "Hey guys, you were all not wanted. What are you going to do about it?"
Do you think that's true?
Isn't that
I
a great
think the
way
Red
to
Wings-
motivate people?
I think the Red Wings were really pacing back and forth, hoping Jimmy Howard would have went.
Yeah.
But when Marc-Andre Fleury is available,
Yes. You're not going to pick Jimmy Howard.
what?
No.
He could be the Vezina winner.
The Conn Smythe?
That's it.
Yeah. The Conn Smythe of the playoffs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but even the Vezina.
He could.
He had a great year.
Yeah. He wasn't nominated, but
I know. But
it's kind of tough to win when you're not nominated, but that's okay.
No, you could still go on stage.
Okay.
I'm taking this award. I did a great season.
Vasilevsky, you don't get it.
He just might get it.
Yeah.
But Fleury had a fantastic year, and he was left available for the expansion draft. So I don't think you're going to see the same thing for Seattle.
No. They don't want
They
to see
can't.
another. They don't want to see a
You can't. You're just depleting all your good teams that have built these teams up.
Yeah.
Have all these GMs have done
But they
this
think
great
it's only
work.
one player. But then they're protecting the wrong players then, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So whose fault
So
is
you're
that?
you're gonna lose somebody good at an expansion draft. Maybe it's just too soon for Seattle
Maybe.
for another
It's-
expansion team.
Well, it's not going to be next year. So.
No, what do they say, 2020 or something?
Yeah, it's a couple years away. So a lot of teams have
It's
a
still
chance
too
to,
soon.
Yeah,
So
quite
GMs,
possibly.
there's
It's
an
one
example.
player per team.
Leafs are an example.
Mhm.
Well, they have a 5-year plan,
Yes.
so 3 seasons, and you're going to lose players again. So
Yeah.
all this work that Shanahan's doing right now,
Mhm.
they could lose somebody that they had in their major plans with Seattle.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know.
They could.
See, amazing.
Yeah.
They do all this work, and then they just get players taken.
Yeah.
Expansion.
Yeah.
There's almost too many teams.
Well, maybe.
Crickets.
Maybe bring back the Bruisers again, right?
I would like it.
Let's do it.
I would like it for
Old
sure.
time hockey.
I love it.
Let's do it.
There's nothing wrong with it. You never take the emotion out of the game.
No.
And if you do, people will stop watching.
You're right.
You don't have to have the fights, but when there's emotion as high as it is, there is going to be fights.
You're right about that. Okay. Well, tuning out from Dave's backyard today.
Yes. And since the sun's gone down,
It's getting chilly.
my temperature has increased as well.
If you'd like to get a hold of us, I'm at Slewfoot Fred on Twitter.
And I'm at Slewfoot Dave.
Right. And you could send us a message, feedback at slewfoothockeyshow.com. If you do have any questions or comments, or you just want to, yell at us for making fun of your team. I don't know.
I've made a deal
Yes.
with Leafs.
Okay.
No trash talk the Leafs
Until next season?
until October 2018.
Oh.
They impressed a lot of people. So no trash
What
talk.
are we going to do about the draft then?
How can I trash talk when they're not even playing?
That's just true.
So October 2018 trash talk begins.
Okay. I guess that's fair. Unless we do a couple preseason episodes, right? Hold on. You got to renegotiate.
Oh, I might have to.
Okay.
Retweet.
All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, everybody. We hope you enjoy the show, and we'll talk to you next time on the Slewfoot Hockey Show.
Have a good week.
You've been listening to the Slewfoot Hockey Show. For more, visit us at www.slewfoothockeyshow.com.